Some of you, of course, might think that there have been too many changes, which might have some validity, but I believe there will be even greater changes than we have so far experienced ahead of us. Already we are exploring, and some provinces putting into effect, the setting up of types of structures that will carry the mission forward even in situations where there are no brothers. This is to ensure that our centres and services continue to contribute to the healing ministry of the Church. According to Church law and our own constitutions, we are a religious institute, and we increasingly describe this institute as a family, the St. John of God family, where brothers and co-workers are united and committed to continue the mission of St. John of God. Sometimes we work together, while at other times, according to circumstances and occasions, we work separately. But the important thing to keep in mind is this: whether we work together or we work separately, whether there are brothers in the service or there are not brothers, it is the same mission that we are engaged in, that of John of God. I believe that we have now reached the stage that we do not need to be constantly repeating brothers and co-workers when referring to the membership, but rather us or we. I can see a time when co-workers will be missioned to go and establish new hospitaller works in response to contemporary needs. I can also see a time when some co-workers will ask to make a commitment, a promise, a vow, if you will, of hospitality, like the brothers, to continue the work of St. John of God in his name and with the Spirit. I believe that this is the direction in which the Spirit is leading us, because the urgency of the mission to which we are committed impels us to change, adapt and refocus on the needs of people and of people in need according to time and place. I see God giving the Church and society two great gifts to us. The first gift is the call to be brother. The second, hospitality in the manner of St. John of God. A greater awareness is developing of the uniqueness of the call to be brother. This call is a gift God gives to his Church, which shows to all of humanity how the members of the family of God should live as brothers and sisters, something to which all are called. The second gift that God gives to his Church and humanity through us is hospitality in the manner of St. John of God, which is embraced by all of us, brothers and co-workers, and can be defined as welcoming and caring for the stranger who has no claim on us for such kindness, except their need and our John of God tradition of hospitality. Hospitality is now interpreted and given expression in a manner that is ever ancient, yet ever new and modern, according to the needs of people who are suffering in any way. In the words of Pius XI, ancient charity with the most modern of methods. This process obviously is never-ending, is mushrooming, vibrant and active. I would like to think that John of God takes great pride in what his family, that's us, are doing, in the same way as a teacher or master takes pride when his students do even better than he or she has done. Jesus said that you will do even greater works than I have done. Surely St. John of God marvels at how the little seed that he sowed in Granada by the power of the Holy Spirit has become that beautiful flower in the garden of the Church referred to by Pope St. Pius V. In 2006, Pope Benedict XVI, in his encyclical Deus Caritas Est, said, "Charity is not a kind of welfare activity which could equally well be left to others, but is a part of the Church's nature, an indispensable expression of her very being." Hospitality is what gives us our identity. It is at the heart of who we are. We are at the heart of the Church and at the same time at the frontier of its activity and mission. I have often thought as I visit our centres and services around the world, wouldn't it be great if every one of you could see what I see, hear what I hear, experience what I experience? It would fill you with a deep sense of pride of belonging to a family whose membership positively touches the lives of tens of thousands of poor, sick and needy people every day. In some parts of the world, we also help to influence government policy related to sections of the public who are marginalised because of the nature of their illness. We also help to reform aspects of the health services or set up models of care that serve as an example for others to follow. This presentation is my way of sharing with you what we do as an organisation, a religious institute, as a family worldwide. While this way of communicating has its limitations, I do hope that you have obtained some sense of the good that is being done by a relatively small but very dedicated workforce that includes you and me. What we do helps to make the world a better place for people to live in, despite illness, disability, or the infirmities associated with old age. Unfortunately, there will always be more people in need than we can respond to, and this, as was the case with St. John of God, will always be a source of deep sorrow for us. But for those who come into our lives, both they and we are enriched by the encounter. This, I believe, is something to be really proud of. I can safely say, therefore, that through us, that is you and me, John of God truly lives on, and his mission will never cease, as long as there are people who are willing to do good to themselves by doing good to others. To conclude this sharing with you, my brothers and sisters in hospitality, as representative of St. John of God, and worthy though I am to be called to serve in this way, I thank each one of you in his name for your commitment and faithfulness to continue his work. I thank you for the sensitivity that you show in serving those brothers and sisters in greatest need, among them the lonely, the children, the sick and the elderly. Finally, in the words of St. John of God, I assure you that what you do is recorded in the book of life. Now stay with God, and thank you.
May the seeds of hospitality take root in our hearts. May the gift of hospitality be ours to impart as we welcome the stranger who knocks at our door, as we share with them at our table. May we reach out our hands to the one who needs our care. May we walk the road with them, that their story may be heard. May our hearts be ever open to the unexpected one, that they may be a stranger no more. May our hearts be ever open to the unexpected one, that they may be a stranger